fire arse and what you need to know about it. Oftentimes we struggle in silence with no one to reach out to, no one to talk to about fire arse. It's time we push through them barriers, break down them walls, and release the stigma and the taboo around fire arse in the chili community. We all got to come together and help each other through fire arse. Whether it's building people up after they've had fire arse or just, helping each other get through it. We shouldn't be afraid to talk about fire arse. You shouldn't be hiding fire arse. It should be out in the open for everyone to see. I don't think people should get shunned for talking about fire arse. It's a thing that happens to everybody, especially when you're digesting huge amounts of capsaicin through your digestive system. It's gonna happen. You're gonna get fire arse. Mainly like for me with the eggs, the egg challenge last night and all that extract, it gave me massive fire arse. And I got to thinking, I gotta make people more aware about fire arse. People have got to know. We gotta spread awareness. Too many suffer in silence. If you are suffering in silence, reach out. You can call 1-888-FIRE-ARSE, FIREARSE. That's again 1-888-FIRE-ARSE. Don't suffer in silence. Reach out and talk to somebody while you're going through fire arse. I wish I had somebody to talk to last night. It would have been a great help. That being said, I got some questions here, and I'm going to try to answer them as best as I can. So, Stephen asks, can you build your fire arse strength up? Well, Stephen, I'm under the impression that you can't. I believe you can build your heat strength up here, throughout the mouth, and the back of the throat. I believe you can build a stomach tolerance, but I do not believe you can build a fire arse strength. There's no way, right? I believe once all that capsaicin is in your digestive tract, it's coming out the same way it went in, and that's hot. I don't know if you can build the strength down there. Maybe to a little degree you could. And I believe there's 3 types of fire arse. You have your mild fire arse, you have your medium fire arse, and you have your super hot fire arse, right? Next question. So Billy asks, is fire arse something you can share with other chili heads or your friends? Billy, I'm going to have to disagree with that 100%. You do not want to share fire arse with your chili friends or anybody else, really. Although I will say, okay, in saying that, I have been at festivals and after extreme competitions, and you may be in the bathroom sharing a fire arse with other chili heads at a competition. I think under certain pretenses, that may be acceptable. But I mean, to go to somebody's house and, I don't know, share a fire arse, I wouldn't do it that way. But maybe competition-wise, you may be forced to share it with a group of people, depending on how many stalls is in the bathroom, right? I mean, fire arse is a real problem when you are digesting huge amounts of capsaicin through the digestive system. Let's all become aware. And for me, it was extract. Last night, the extract. I think peppers, hot sauce, and all that stuff is okay. But when you are talking extract and, crystals, you are going to get fire arse. Fire arse is inevitable. Next question. Lindsay asks, will fire arse affect my marriage? No, Lindsay, fire arse will not affect your marriage. And I am no doctor here, and this is not medical advice. But if you are having fire arse more than 3 or 4 times a week, then you do run the risk of major dehydration through your body. Just last night, right? I had so much fire arse, I get up the next day and started slamming water. I was that dehydrated. I couldn't believe how dehydrated my body was. So for me, I think to run the gamut of fire arse, you don't want to be more than 3 to 4 times per week. And even that is probably way too much fire arse for one chili head. I'd say maybe once a week. On the weekends, have a good fire arse, right? But to affect your marriage, Lindsay, I don't think so. I think everything in moderation and you'll be fine, right? So keep the fire arse to a minimum and you'll be good. So Jordan asks, can I inherit fire arse? Absolutely not, Jordan. Fire arse, again, it's the body's intake of capsaicin through the digestive tract and how it processes the capsaicin and how it's coming out fiery and lava-like on the other end. There's nothing you can inherit from that. I cannot pass that off to anybody, right? So it's just something that it's the body's reaction to spice. So, next question. Allison asks, can I get pregnant while I have fire arse? And Allison, again, I am no doctor, and this is not medical advice, but absolutely 100% you can still get pregnant with fire arse. It's a real thing, right? Fire arse is a real thing that affects millions of people around the world. But you can everything will still happen the way everything should happen. You're just going to have a fire arse. Dennis asks, can I be intimate with my partner if I have fire arse? First off, I don't know if you want to be intimate while you have fire arse. Seriously, I don't know if you would want to go down that road. Really, fire arse, I mean, if it's one and done, maybe, I don't know. But if you're being intimate all the time with fire arse, there's going to be major issues for your partner. And there could be other stuff that takes place that your partner may want to have take place. I'm not even going to touch on the topic. That is to each their own, Dennis. Olivia asks, can I still go for a bike ride if I have fire arse? I mean, that's another tough question, Olivia. I mean, if you wanted to go for a bike ride, you definitely could go for a bike ride with fire arse. It may even help tuck in the fire arse. I don't know. I used to try to tuck things in before. Maybe it would work to try to stop it. I don't think so, though. I think once that switch is flipped and you have fire arse, whether you're on a bike or not, it's coming, right? That capsaicin is coming through your system whether you like it or not. We all got to do better at protecting ourselves from fire arse and helping those who have fire arse. This is a real thing that requires immediate attention worldwide. No longer can we sit in silence and suffer with fire arse. That's all the questions I have, guys. So in closing, I feel like, again, we all suffer way too much, and we all got to come together and do a much better job raising as much awareness as we can about fire arse. It's something that does affect so many people, so many chili heads. And we all got to do a better job of making people aware that it's okay to talk about fire arse and ask questions about fire arse. And if you have more questions about fire arse, leave them in the comments section, guys. It's okay. This is a safe place here at Monster Heat, and I want you all to feel safe and to talk about fire arse if you have to, okay? If you have a question about me, to ask me about fire arse, I'll try my best to answer it. Again, I am not a medical or a professional or a doctor in any way, sort, but I'll try my best, right? I think it's something that we all got to work towards and build a better, brighter future around fire arse. We can get there, one step at a time. Again, guys, reach out. That number is 1-888-FIRE, F-I-R-E, Arse, A-R-S-E. I think it's something that could help so many people around the world. That's going to do it for me. If you've had fire arse today, leave a comment. Tell me about it. So another one here, Robert asks, what can I use to help soothe fire arse? And Robert, that was probably the best question of the night, and something I usually use for my go-to. I'll just show you as quick. I got a few left in here, guys, but Cottonelle baby wipes. These work great for fire arse. Don't be down there with toilet paper constantly wiping. You are going to make the fire arse 10 times worse. Don't even do the toilet paper in the freezer thing. That is nonsense, guys. Just go right here. Buy some baby wipes. They are expensive. But I'm telling you right now, for the best bang for your buck for fire arse, these are going to help immensely. These are going to get you through fire arse. You're suffering. You're still going to suffer fire arse. But these are going to make it tolerable, bearable, and manageable.